Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Truth Tribe. If you are new here, I am Daune Thompson. I am known as the Soul CEO Activator. I decode the boulders so that you can design the life you actually deserve and not the one that you were told to settle for. Truth Tribe exists for one reason, for self-awareness. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, and all of it in between. And let me say this clearly, you are perfect. There is nothing wrong with you. We are not fixing you. We are remembering who you already are. So tonight's topic, choose the river. Identity is the new self-love. All right, tribe. So tonight, let's end Love Month with truth. The last week of February, Valentine's week, Valentine's month, it's the whole month of love. I call it that because we're open to sharing love this month. It opens up a topic. So let's end the love month with truth. Not rose petals, not the wishful thinking, because here's the upgrade. Self-love isn't enough anymore. Self-understanding is the magic, right? A massage. Think about going out for a massage. It feels good for a day. A mantra feels good for a moment. And then Monday hits and you're right back into the same patterns, the same people, the same stress. So if Love Month didn't magically fix your life, good. That means you're awake because we have moved officially into a numerology 1 year. And a 1 year doesn't ask you, it doesn't ask how gentle you're being with yourself and how many massages you got. It's going to ask you one thing. Who are you choosing to be? And will you commit to it living as that person? As that is who are you being? Will you commit to it? Not healing, not coping, not committing, just not committing, just committing. Are you committing to who you are? And it's why nothing makes sense right now, because nothing makes sense until you make sense of you, right? The things that you're avoiding, they're not random. They're not punishment. They're not bad luck. They live in a different current of consciousness than the one that you've been floating in, floating down that river, you know? Most people don't choose their life. They get in a boat and then they let the current decide. The family current, the relationship current, the money current, the trauma current. We'll call it the family river, the relationship river, the money river, the trauma river. And even when the water is polluted, even when they're yelling, this river sucks, you're still in it, right? And so the way out is not fixing the river. This is where people get stuck. You don't get free by proving that the river is toxic. You don't get free by blaming who polluted it. You don't get free by arguing with people still swimming in it. That's the same current. Freedom happens when you realize you can get out. You can walk 100 yards. You can choose a different stream. And that's what a 1 year is all about. It's the horse year, the 1 year, the freedom year, the truth year, the identity year. A new identity, a new direction, a new commitment to who you actually are. And yes, it means swimming against the old current for a bit, not fighting it, not posting about it, how bad it is, right? Just choosing differently. So where self-love evolves. Because self-love says, be kind to yourself. Self-understanding, this is the magic, my friends. Be honest with yourself. Because love without identity completely collapses. Love without boundaries, it totally leaks. Love without clarity becomes self-betrayal. Always. I see it daily in my practice with my clients. And a 1 year will explode. It's going to expose every place that you're still living as an old version of you. Old roles, old agreements, old survival patterns. And it's not to punish you. It's to initiate you. Because lighthouses don't argue. Lighthouses don't convince boats to come on into shore. They don't change back into a boat and go tugboat them back in. They don't convince those boats of anything. They don't shout out directions. They don't argue with storms. They stand, they shine, they become the reference point. So when you change your current, your river, people don't ask why first. They ask how later. Not because you explained it, but because you embodied it and you got on a new path. That's leadership. That's identity. That's love month graduating into truth. And because we're in this numerology 1 year, 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 adds up to 10. And 1 plus 0 adds up to 1. Okay? That's where one numerology is coming from. You can Google it. But I want to be clear because a 1 year doesn't reward half choices because it's new beginnings. And so if you make a half choice, you're going to get tripped up. It doesn't respond to I'm trying. It doesn't negotiate with old habits because it's all about new beginnings. It responds to decision. Who am I? What am I no longer available for? And what river am I done swimming in? This is the year to stop outsourcing your identity to relationships, to trauma stories, to roles that don't fit you any longer, and group consciousness. And it's time to start living as the version of you who already knows who you are. The soul CEO inside of you, the boss of your soul, because your soul, when it's in charge, the game changes. And how this looks in real life, this isn't spiritual theory, it's behavior. So it looks like choosing clarity over chaos, nourishment over numbing yourself, creation over just commentary about how it should be. You're doing it. Embodiment over consumption of this overwhelm and fire hose of information coming in. Be who you are, not what they're telling you to be. It means you stop participating, even mentally, in patterns that pull you back into an old river. Thoughts are currents, my friends. They're currents of energy. And attention is currency. Identity directs both. So if you identify with poor thoughts, that's where the energy is going to go. If you identify with who you are and what you're going to be, that's where the river's going to go. So here's a simple test for you. You'll know that you've changed rivers when you stop explaining yourself, when you stop defending yourself, when you stop proving yourself, and you stop needing agreement with others. You will feel calmer, you will feel clearer, and you feel more grounded. Not because the world changed, but because you did. This is a huge wake-up call. And as this love month, shall I call it, ends, and this 1 year is beginning, you're going to ask yourself this. What river am I done with? Where am I avoiding commitment to who I know I am, who my soul knows I am, who the boss in me wants to choose? Where am I avoiding that commitment? And what would my life look like if I stopped waiting for permission? Say it again. What would my life look like if I stopped waiting for permission? Because this isn't about becoming someone new. It's about finally living as who you really are, the real you. Everybody after right here, repeat after me. Tap into the thymus, your nervous system, your immunity center. I am courage. I am love. I am truth. I know courage. I know love. And I know truth. Good. So this is how we end the love month. Not with fantasy, but with embodiment. If this landed with you guys, stay close. Truth Tribe is going to continue where identity becomes action into the next month. So if you're ready to lock this in at a deeper level, you will commit to deeper understanding in Soul Masters. Stop waiting. Stop questioning your value and your worth and who are you? Oh no, how did I do that again? Get in the course. I shouldn't even say the course. It's a live event with me. It's 6 weeks live with me. This is the only place to access me, my friends. So if you want me, jump in. IDeserveItNow.com or go to soulmasters180.com. It's right there. Join us. You're not going to ever question if it was the best decision you've ever made. I love you all. Notes will be in the all the links will be in the notes below. If you're on one of the social channels rewatching this, I love you. I see you. I will meet you in the new river, my friends. Brightest blessings. You guys have a great day. Take care.